Hello YouTube. This is a pile of journals I have for Etsy and one I made for my mother that I forgot to grab. So I'm going to go over each one, hopefully in the 25 minutes I have on this thing. Okay. So the first one is just a plain basic hardcover book that pages have been torn out of and pockets have been made in. I have done no other alterations besides that. So if you know someone named Marcy, this would be the perfect book for her to make a little journal. So I can't remember how many pockets there are. It's listed on my Etsy shop of how many pockets. But some of the pages are glued together, some are turned into pockets. And here I did this so it looked like, you know, you were dog-earing a page, just because I thought it was cute. And that's the end of that one. Next is my coloring journal. And on this one, I just got a bunch of coloring books. I photocopied the pages so that way I would have a master copy at all times, which I suggest you do because it's smart. So I cut out all these pages and then glued them in however I saw fit. So on this one, I got this. Goes a little bit right here. This cover I made for a different journal and ended up using it here. It's just like a really thick cardboard. So there are going to be some flaws because, you know, it's handmade. I thought about trying to do something to cover it up, but you just put a sticker on it or something. This page is glittery. I don't know if you can see that. So it just has different coloring pages in it. And then some, I just have some glitter pages because I thought they were fun. So that's that one. And then I got one on the back too. The next one, this is one of the first journals I've made. I've had it for quite a while. It's been on my Etsy for a while, so I figured maybe if I do a video and somebody saw it, they might, you know. So this one is napkins. And then I have some yarn right here to cover up the... Oh, I think I glued it in. Anyway. So I have yarn on here, some little jewels. And this... Blah, blah. This one was made with grape-scented pages that they were just regular, you know, copy paper. And I soaked them in grape juice. Not grape juice, grape soda. And they still, for now, still smell like grape soda a little bit. I think it's pretty cool. So there are some markings here, which you get when you dye things. But I think this is a cute little journal. And all the specs for it are listed on Etsy. But that one's pretty simple too. Okay, next. This is a phone book that I have modified into a journal, obviously. This is another napkins one. I just like using napkins. So, all the pages are gilded. Not gilded like really gilded, it's metallic paint. It's not like real like gold leafing or anything crazy like that. So on here we just have 10 white pages. Actually these are gesso. That's how you say it. I always want to call it gesso, but it's gesso. So 10 white pages, then we have 10 black pages, and so on and so forth. The pages are different thicknesses. They're not all the same. Some of them are really thick and some of them are not. Also, on the phone book one, on some of the white pages, you can see some phone numbers and stuff still through that. I just want everyone to be aware of this, so you don't come at me with, I could see through it. I did tell everyone, I'm pretty sure it's in the description too. So like I said, it's just 10 white, 10 black, 10 white, 10 black, 10 white, 10 black, until you get to the end, then it's only 2 white. So that one's pretty simple. This is the first upcycled phone book I've ever done. I think it turned out pretty damn good. And then this is the latest one I have just made. I have coloring pages on the front and the back covers, and I metalliced up the spine. So there's some paint splotches and stuff on here, which I thought were cute. And if you buy this journal, you're going to want to seal this when you're done, at least the cover, because it will chip off, because it's just acrylic paint, and I did not seal it with anything because I didn't want to get it on the coloring pages. So this one's a little bit different. This was an old workbook from my cousin's school. She had a bunch left over, and I was like, I'll take those, I'll do something with them. And here we are, like a year later, year and a half later, doing something with them. So on some of them there were pictures, and I wanted to leave the pictures, so I just painted around them, like this one. And then some of them are just blank. Some of them are like kind of just splotchy. There's another writing one. And then for some reason on the blue pages, I decided to just paint them all blue. I didn't do any of the splotchies that I did with all the rest of them. And I put little splotches of gold here and there to cover up some mistakes, which I think turned out pretty good. I only did one yellow page, but I wish I'd done more because it turned out pretty good. And I did a couple of green pages. The purple pages. Okay. So, I wasn't paying attention when I was using the purple paint, and I didn't realize that it was outdoor gloss. So, the purple pages are a little bit sticky, but they seem to be okay now. They were sticking pretty good. That's why you got a couple of white splotches here and there. But they're not sticking together like they did before, so I'm happy about that. And in the back there was some blank pages. I just left those. They're pretty thin, but I just left them back here so you could do whatever you want with them. And that's that one. And on this one, I did the metallic gilding on the edges, but I only did one coat because I wanted you to also be able to see the colors through this one, because I just thought that was pretty neat. So I'm probably going to be making more of these. I mean, not this exact one, because I don't want to do that unless someone specifically wants the same one again. But I'm going to do more colors, different colors. I got all my paints out, so I'm going to do that. But it probably won't be for a while, because I have some other projects going on. Okay, so those are all the ones that I have for sale. Well, I have another one for sale, but it's... anyway. This is the one I made for my mom, so if anyone's interested in something like this, I could probably make another one, but it's not going to be exactly like this. This is a straight junk journal. Like, it's made, most of it is made from junk mail and junk envelopes, you know, all that kind of good stuff. I did add some coloring pages and a couple of other things, but it's mostly junk. So, on here I put this little ribbon. I stapled it and then felt like it was too loose, so I also glued it on. This unicorn picture, I loved it, and my mother loved it, and I told her I really wanted it, but then I said I would make her a journal and put the unicorn on it for her. So this is that. These edges are baby wipes that I use to wipe my paints on, so they give me pretty pages. This clearly is also a baby white page. And I like the feel of it. It's soft and pretty. And this is a Disney Movie Club envelope. So all I did was paint all around all the words and just left the picture. This clearly is a fortune that I received that I thought was cute, so I added it on here. This clearly is a coloring page. Now on the gold, I must have done, I don't even know how many coats, but you can still see the words through it from most angles. But it's pretty metallic-y, so I thought it was okay. These are phone book pages that have like survival tips in it for you. So I put metallic over the one page, and then the rest of them I left, because I thought it was a neat little thing to look at. Now on this one is also phone book. It was 2 pages, but they were upside down, so I decided to glue them together and then just paint them. So it's a cute little tiny page. On this one, this is where the stamp spot was, and it said a bunch of crap, so I painted over that, did some splotching, or some swiping, I don't know what to call it, and then added this cute little 3D frog that I thought was awesome, and my mom's gonna love it. And then this was a coloring page that I photocopied again, and I folded it in half, and then I cut it so that you could also have a little journaling spot if you wanted at it. I left these pages just in here so you could do whatever. She could do whatever. On this one, I have so many of these envelopes with the stamps, and I didn't even think about how it was upside down. But it's fine because you want it to be where you can get into the envelope anyway. But the stamps are just upside down. So I just painted around those and left them so she could see them. This is the other side of the coloring page. I did the same thing, just cut it on the bottom so that you could use it as a little journaling spot. I didn't do anything to this envelope. Well, that's not true. It was sticking way out here, so I did cut it off a little bit. That's why it's a little crooked right here, because I suck at cutting straight. I just left this blank so she could put something in there. I love these window envelopes. Here's another phone book, couple of pages that were upside down. So once again, I glued them together and then painted them. And then these were more survival ones that I just left open so you could look at them. Okay, and I have so many Lisa Frank stickers because I love them. It was nice to finally be able to use some of them. So on here, I mean, you can see where there were still words right there. I just used the stickers to cover that up and to cover those up. Now this page looks faded, but that is the way the page was. So when I photocopied it, that's the way the page was. And I didn't realize you could see right through that, so next time I should probably paint it black first. I just thought this dog was so cute, how retarded it looked. Oh, sorry, how stupid it looks. And on this one, when I was painting around it, and then I was using my heat gun, it totally melted the envelope. So I had to rip that out. It's a little warped from that. So it doesn't have the protection of the envelope. So whatever she puts in there, it'll just be sticking out. And this is the back cover of the first section. And then we're going to flip it over. And I got these pages. I got 2 of these and 2 of another Star System for like 25 cents at a thrift store, and I would love to get more of these. I'm sure they're not cheap though. It's a metallic-y thing. I think it's fantastic. Okay, on this one, this was a full page in a coloring book. I just shrunk it down to 55%. I don't know why she was 55. I just did, and it worked out perfect. Most of these are just going to be acrylic painted pages that she can just do whatever she wants with. There's a lot of envelopes in this side. Glued a little stencil on there. A lot of envelopes. And on this one, the back of the envelope had some writing on it. So what I did was, I just cut out a piece of wrapping paper and I glued it inside so that way when you turned it over before she put something in there, it has a cute little design on it. This is the wrapping paper again. And it's a little crooked here, messed up on it, but I liked that I put this little lip on it. I think that's cute. And on here, I like these wrinkly ones. I wish that I would have painted them brown, because then it could look like a little branch that it's on. And I guess I could still do that, but I told her it was done. And on this one, I painted the edges because the picture wasn't long enough to cover the entire thing. So I did that on a couple of them. On this one, the red did not. I did so many coats and I just gave up. But it's still cute as long as you cover all this stuff up. Who cares? And this one's a little splotchy. And I did another yellow. And see, you can still see the thing right through it. I really like this coloring page. I think that one's going to be fun to do. I love this color. It's called Ultra Blue. And I've had it for, I don't know, 20 years. And it still works. And I love it. I don't even think they make it anymore, but I'm sure they have some. They must have it somewhere. I mean, that's so pretty blue, isn't it? I love it. So like I said, there's a bunch of envelopes. On this one, I put the envelope in crooked. That's why it's shorter here. Because the window was so big that I wanted to keep it. And this is the same thing. It had words on the inside, so I just glued the wrapping paper into it so you wouldn't see the words. You'd just see something pretty. And on this one, I had it painted a certain color, and you could see the other side right through it. Not like the other ones where you can kind of see it, but this was like straight up. It just highlighted everything that was on that page. So then I painted it black, and then I painted it teal again over the top, and it made these weird little designs that I just thought were pretty interesting, actually. And then on this side, I just painted it black and then added a teal coat. But I feel like I should have added another teal coat, but it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. And this is the last page. This is the back cover. And this was just, you know, I put this page under each page while I was painting it. And it turned into this cute little design, and I just incorporated it into her journal. And that's that. Those are all my journals. So I will have a link below in the description box of my Etsy shop. And you can go take a look at what I got over there. If you want to, you can leave me any suggestions or comments you might have below. Give me a like if you liked this video. If you didn't, please don't give me a dislike just because. I don't know. I think that's mean. If you don't like it, don't watch it, kind of thing. Anyway, so that's it. Thanks for watching.